Get me that signal. We need more power.
Welcome to the Voice of E, entertainment for the everyday geek. I'm your host, Elliott Miller. This week in comic book news, Preview has released their list of the top comics and graphic novels for March. Marvel held 7 of the top 10 spots. So here now is your top 10 comic book countdown for March. At number 10 is All New X-Men number 8, guest starring the Avengers. How will Earth's mightiest heroes react to the time-swept X-Men? This ongoing series features the 5 original X-Men stolen from the past and plopped down into the present. Did you know this happened? Jean Grey is back as a teenager, without all of her powers, but with the knowledge that she's living in a world that has killed her once already. Coming in at number 9 is Justice League of America number 2. In this issue, the new Justice League of America team continues to form, but the question remains. What do these heroes want in return for their membership? Secret motives are everywhere, and the outcome will have a huge impact on this team and the rest of the New 52. Plus, the Alien Manhunters backup series begins revealing more about John's plans for this team and the other Justice League members. Justice League of America drops all the way to number 9 after a debut at number 1 last month. Coming in at number 8 is Superior Spider-Man number 5. How many have to die before the Superior Spider-Man will kill a supervillain? Spider-Man vs. Massacre, with hundreds of lives in the balance. Superior Spider-Man is another new Marvel Now title. Before, Peter Parker spent a lifetime living up to the responsibilities his powers foisted upon him. But his amazing story finally ended dramatically in the historic Spider-Man 700. Now, the new Amazing Spider-Man has arrived, and he is better in every single way. Better, stronger, faster. Superior. So, hence Superior Spider-Man. See what they're going for here? Yeah. Coming in at number 7 is Age of Ultron number 3. So now Age of Ultron number 2 comes in at number 5, and Age of Ultron number 1 will come in at number 2 for this month, for the month of March. So with 3 of the top 10 spots tightly in its grasp, let's take a closer look. Now hey, spoiler alert. I've read issue 1 and issue 2, but not 3. So if you don't want spoilers, click the skip button somewhere on the screen right now. Okay, so I'm still getting up to speed with this whole Marvel Now thing. It looks like Spider-Man wasn't Peter Parker for a while, but I guess now he is. I don't know. Issue 1 opens on a world in post-apocalyptic ruins. We're in New York, and everyone's favorite archer is assaulting a building filled with some minor bad guys and general scumbags. He kills a slew of them, and we discover his main objective is to rescue a beaten Peter Parker in half a spider suit. He succeeds in freeing Peter, but the building is assaulted by Ultrons from above. They escape and head deep into the sewers, where we discover what is left of the superhuman population of New York hiding out. They're not happy to see Hawkeye or Spidey, and they're held down while Tony Stark tests them with some machine to find out if they're infected by some spy gear from Ultron. We see Luke Cage and She-Hulk and Emma Frost. Issue 1 ends on a panel showing Captain America in deep despair. And Tony is telling us that Cap is the one who's supposed to be coming up with a plan. So issue 2 takes us to San Francisco, where Moon Knight and a horribly disfigured Black Widow are holed up in a secret Nick Fury bolt hole. They're just trying to survive, while Ultron units wander around killing people aimlessly. Meanwhile, in New York, Spidey tells his story of being captured, and everybody argues about what they should be doing. The issue ends with Cap standing up and letting everyone know that I now have a plan. This leads us into issue 3, which I haven't read yet. I assume more bad stuff will happen. The world shakes. Actually, in issue 1, there's an excellent buzzing-like artifact that goes across several pages to show that Ultron is using some sonic device to cause pain to the humans in the area. The effect is by artist Brian Hitch is really impressive. I find his artwork fits in with the gritty apocalypse style that the series calls for perfectly. Bendis has held my attention so far with a good story. The fact that the world's superheroes are basically at the same level as the rest of humanity is made quite clear. No one is safe, and Ultron seems unbeatable. But why is Ultron dealing with minor thugs to get his hands on any heroes he can? We shall see. I love the cover for the first issue. I have some special gold foil edition that comes with a digital edition included, and it cost $3.99. Hey, it was a pretty good deal, right? It was a thick, glossy cover and even had an embossed symbol at the top. Or, you. In contrast, issue 2 was the same $3.99. It came with a digital edition included again, but this cover was like newsprint. It's not glossy, it's not thick or anything. It's like, is this the standard now? I guess I'll have to pay closer attention, but I was disappointed in the quality of that cover. Anyway, continuing on. Justice League number 18 comes in at number 6. In this issue, Cyborg takes center stage as events fall into place for next month's massive new story arc, Off the Grid. Also, Batman continues to question the Superman-Wonder Woman alliance, woohoo, woohoo, and Aquaman's future with the League. Aquaman. Plus, the Shazam backup story reveals an origin of Black Adam and what it means for Billy Batson's survival. So, as I mentioned before, Age of Ultron number 2 came in at number 5 in March. Coming in at number 4 is Wolverine number 1 by the creative team of Paul Cornell and Alan Davis, in which Wolverine acts like a regular guy and possibly goes to the bar. But I haven't seen it, so I don't know. It was enough to debut his new series at number 4, though. Not bad, huh? Number 3 was DC Comics' highest title on the charts, Batman number 18. Spoiler alert again, click the link if you don't want to know what's happening in Batman 18 or 17. So, I went back and read Batman number 17, in which the Joker meets his final demise. Again. It was a conclusion of an arc, and it was so well written and executed that I immediately opened up issue 18, which shows the Joker's shoes on the cover, and it's titled Requiem. Inside, it was all about the aftermath of Batman dealing with the death of his son Damian Wayne. Harper Row shows up to help Batman regain his humanity, and he goes all medieval on the petty criminals of Gotham. Now, I hadn't read all the other Batman family issues of the month, so I was clueless as to how we got from here to there. I'd personally prefer to see more continuity within a single title. At least give me a couple of panels or a paragraph to let me know how we got from the events in issue 17 to issue 18. However, it was a well-written story. Harper Row's return and attempt to help Batman was actually quite touching. Also, as mentioned before, Age of Ultron number 1 was the number 2 comic of the month. Finally, drumroll, anybody? Finally, Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 comes in at number 1. There's a new rule in the galaxy. No one touches Earth. No one. Why has Earth become the most important planet in the galaxy? We've always known it was. That's what the Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna find out. Join the brightest stars in the Marvel Universe. Star-Lord, Gamora. See, I almost said Gamera. Gamera! Drax, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and wait for it, Iron Man. Iron Man? Okay, I can see Iron Man, but why not Thor? As they embark upon one of the most explosive and eye-opening chapters of Marvel now. These galactic Avengers are going to discover secrets that will rattle Marvel readers for years to come. Oh, God. Hey, why wait for the movie? It all starts here. Guardians of the Galaxy is written by Bendis and drawn by Steve McNiven. Brian Michael Bendis, I should say. The two top graphic novels for March were both Batman titles. The trade for The Court of Owls was number 2, and the hardcover for The City of Owls was number 1. It retails for $24.99 and collects Batman issues 8 through 12 and Batman Annual number 1. That's all the comic book news for this week. You can get the board game news and the entertainment news for the week by the links right over here when they become available. It might be there right now. Go ahead and click. Click, come on, click. Thanks for watching The Voice of E, entertainment for the everyday geek. I am your host, Elliott Miller. And until next time, keep your mind free.
Get me that signal. We need more power.